Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Radamel Falcao's Team of the Season card to review today. So with this card, huge sentimental value to me because of the fact that he used to be an FC Porto legend. Not used to be, he is an FC Porto legend. He was an absolute beast for us. Played in the Europa League like a beast, played in the league like a beast. He was a top-class striker. And it's cool because he's actually from the Turkish league, so he gets that direct link to someone like Flashback Quaresma. So pretty cool in regards to that. But with Falcao's card, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a card that is 5'10" with high medium work rates, 3-star skill moves, and a 4-star weak foot. So again, very important that he has the weak foot over the skill moves, because what we need to test out mostly with this card is going to be left stick dribbling, because if his left stick dribbling is good, I feel like Falcao is going to be the type of striker that just has good finishing. I don't know if that's going to be the case with him, but we'll see what's up with it. In regards to the traits, guys, he does have the two main traits that make him a very, very good striker, right? It's going to be the outside foot shot trait and the finesse shot trait. So if you can give this card really responsive dribbling and you can get into certain positions, he might pop in a nice little finesse shot for you, or get that outside foot shot just in case you get that little cut inside angle. So you know, his pace is at 93 with 90 sprint speed, so it is something that you could improve depending on what you want to give him. You could decide to give him a hunter if you're okay with his dribbling as is. But as you guys know, I always need to improve dribbling because of how the game is. If the game was consistently good, or it felt good, I wouldn't have to worry about dribbling as much. I'd probably give him a hunter and he'd be fine, but you still need to give it to him just in case you're playing in certain gameplays. So he has 93 acceleration with 90 sprint speed. I give him an engine, so it's a +5/+5. Now, the only problem that I have with giving him an engine chemistry style, honestly, is the 85 shot power. Not necessarily the greatest to have, right? But he does have 94 finishing and 98 composure, which is amazing to have, right? Passing stats are drastically improved as well with him in the striker position at 95 short passing and 77 long passing. So pretty good in regards to that as well. But the main thing here is obviously increasing his responsiveness on the ball, right? Increasing his reaction time, ball control, dribbling, balance, agility. That with 98 composure is really nice. This card already has a physical presence in game as well with 88 strength and 89 aggression. So I think, for me personally, this card has a lot of potential to be really good in game, except for the shot power part. But some players shoot the ball better than expected. Like, I'll give you an example. Ayoze Perez, I don't really like his off the ball movement too much. Like, it's usable and it's good, but it's not like the level I'd like it to be, obviously, like for the higher tier metas. You don't need the high tier meta card to do that. They just do it. Some players just move a certain way, right? With Falcao's card, the 85 shot power might actually not be a big deal, in all fairness. There is only like 3 or 4 consistent ways of scoring in FIFA. Regular finishes aren't that good, right? So but we're going to test them out regardless with this card, because he could bang them into the back of the net. Who knows, right? Yeah, man, a really interesting card. I'm never going to trade this card in because FC Porto links. He's Colombian as well, so I could probably do something in the future with James Rodriguez. I packed an untradeable Casemiro card too. I could put like Eder Militao in the future if I play this game consistently, but you guys know how I am with this game. So in regards to custom tactics, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be using our normal ones. So possession-based playstyle with pressure and heavy touch set to 4 with 5 depth. Offense is going to be possession on 4, players in the box on 2. And then the instructions that we're going to have for the striker is just going to be balanced. Does he have stamina? He has 81 stamina. Okay, so 81 stamina, we'll just tell him to be on conservative interceptions, unbalanced. I don't like to tell him to strictly stay forward because I don't like their movement when they have stay forward. So just conservative interceptions will be fine. And then we'll basically just take it from there. So yeah, let's get to a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he is a beast. Not really much else to say with this card. I just want to see if that shot power is going to be usable enough. So yeah, let's get into a game, see how he plays. It's funny with FIFA, man, because Quaresma, there's certain things about Quaresma I obviously don't like and whatnot, but dude, when I use cards that I just admire in real life, it's such a different feeling in this game. It just makes you enjoy it more. Like, I'm going to have the same feeling with Falcao too, man. All right, boys, let's go see how he plays. Off the ball movement is kind of like rotational with him so far, so that's pretty interesting. Ooh, engine definitely helps out that the dribbling stats on the card for sure. Little finish across goal, nicely done. Good positioning with him there. Really, really nicely done. Do they have a default face on Falcao, or is that his actual face? Oh, that's his actual face. Okay. I have to give him the number 9, man, and then give Quaresma the number 7 after. I never really look at the numbers too much, but I'll leave the number 17 for now. He's interesting so far, for sure. I need to test out the dribbling mostly with the card. Okay, so dribbling is definitely improved with the engine chemistry style for sure, but you could still feel his base card stats a little bit in regards to dribbling. Situations like that a little bit awkward. You could kind of see the way that he even like just touches the ball. It's a little bit emphasized with the way he tries to control it. But let's try a shot from there. Ooh, nice shot right there. Shot power wasn't too big of an influence right there, which is okay. Yeah, so I do expect him to sometimes take emphasis touches because of his base characteristics, right? But he's been pretty fun so far. He's not too bad. Okay, finesse shot trait. Oof, oof. Oh man, that finesse shot trait, it's such a huge difference on these cards, man. It's just the way that they take them from certain angles and everything is nice. So what I'm noticing so far, guys, is that shot power is not being heavily influenced in the card. So I think 85 is definitely good enough. Sometimes the shot power isn't enough in regards to how the players move, but the way that he positioned himself to go for the finesse shot in that situation was really, really nice. I like that a lot. This card's going to be like a super usable striker card up top next to James Rodriguez, which is going to be sick if I can get that going. Interesting off the ball movement. He kind of pushes to the side a little bit right there. Sticks to the side in that position too, because somebody else is occupying his position. I'm using Raul as one of the cams for the sake of the review, right? And because Raul is kind of like occupying the striker position there, Radamel Falcao kind of like moves to the side. He feels like a hybrid between the two. Like he's not like Mariano, where Mariano always moves to the side. He's like a hybrid between the two. Like you could even see over here, he's more based in the middle. But then if I go like downwards here, you can see that Raul starts to go into the cam spot, but Falcao stays there. Raul starts to make that run. We'll make this pass here. Yeah, he sticks his position nicely right here. So he's definitely choosing the right runs from specific moments. I am also noticing that the way he's positioning himself, it's like he wants to go for the finesse shot, right? So obviously with his weak foot, the finesse shot trait is not going to be too relevant. You can see that it's not as crisp, it's not as powerful. So it's mostly going to be with his right foot that you have to go for it, like in situations like this. That one, the reason why he was off, it was because when you come off of the drag back right there, the emphasis that your player puts on the ball is going to influence the way that your shot is taken. So you have to take like you have to take a really like sharp touch for him to take it a little bit more consistently, right? The way you come off of the drag back really depends on the pressure your player has on the ball and all that kind of stuff, right? He doesn't feel like amazing for sure. Like he's not one of those strikers like a Ryan Kent, like, oh, Ryan Kent's amazing, George Best at striker is amazing. Like not in regards to that, but he's definitely super usable there, and he doesn't feel like a nuisance. Like the engine chemistry style is definitely good enough for the card for sure, which I'm very happy about because obviously there's huge sentimental value there for me with him being an FC Porto legend. So pretty happy about that so far. Now, obviously, the type of cam that you have will obviously influence the way that your striker moves around the pitch as well, because if your cam is one of those players like, I don't know, like I use Richarlison's team of the season as a cam, and he moves brilliantly as a cam. Like, he's really good there. I think he's best off at striker, but in the cam position, he's nice. But if you have a player like that that's always moving off the ball in certain ways, it'll obviously influence Falcao, but I feel like he's intelligent enough to utilize empty space a certain way, so... See, starts to make that run right there instantly, which is nice. We'll go for a skill move here. Ball roll touch, little finesse shot right there, nice. So you can see that once you get this card on his right foot for the finesse shot, he's really, really crisp and accurate. Like he feels like a consistent striker in regards to that, right? So, I mean, he's really fun, man. They definitely brought him up. It's because, you know why he's usable? Because his base card stats for agility and balance, as well as the reactions, they're all at the perfect place to make him feel like his characteristics, but also to make him usable in FIFA. You know, it's one of those nice cards. It's like Osimhen, right? Like Osimhen, like he's not the greatest, right? But he definitely matches his characteristics nicely. Nice little run off the ball right there. Nice little foul. Let's try, I want to try a shot from here. These angles are really nice to try from. So Falcao is going to be the first one right here, who actually has good free kick stats. But I kind of want to test him out Doing that, making the touch right here, right there. Ooh, a bouncing shot. So he obviously came off of the bounce of the dribble right there. So that's why he shot the ball in that way. But again, guys, normal shots in FIFA are not really consistent. With the only way that you're going to see consistency with this card is potentially with a finesse shot. Like if you get this angle right here, even facing away from goal, you can see that it's not a crisp finesse shot, but it's still very accurate. And normally with those types of finesse shots, you need to get the specific angle to hit them more like in a crisp way. But yeah, his dribbling is not like god tier responsiveness, so don't expect that from this card, even with the engine chemistry style. Sticks to the middle right there, doesn't do any of those runs. Boom, boom. Right here, nice. Heel to heel, shoot from that angle. Yeah, so the heel to heel skill move, it doesn't come off with like emphasis on the card. So if you want to do the heel to heel with him to get past a goalkeeper, those situations don't work. You have to, the goalie has to approach you a certain way for it to work. Well, very interesting. Let's see if I can score a header here with him, actually. Oh, wow, I actually did. He has really good heading traits. Like, he has 99 jumping and 99 heading. So, you actually might be able to score some headers with this card, too. Falcao was in real life. If you guys ever watched him play with FC Porto, his headers were so freaking good, man. See a little emphasis right there? You should expect that with this card. Try a cross, like if I'm going here. I mean, dude, his positioning in that position to, you know, see that Quaresma was going to make that cross, dude, I just... using Quaresma with Falcao together is so sick, man. I don't feel like I need to give him any instructions. I feel like if you want to give him instructions, he'll play those instructions well, because I feel like his off-the-ball movement is actually kind of solid. It's not to the level of someone like Jamie Vardy, where he's just moving in the right place at the right time constantly, but he's definitely incredibly usable for sure. Like, I'm really enjoying the card. For sentimental value, obviously that's there, but sometimes there are sentimental value cards that aren't that great, but for me, like, he's definitely doing work for me right now, which is great. All right, guys, so final verdict on Falcao's card. Thank God, man. His shot power doesn't get influenced too much when I give him an engine chemistry style, so that's great, because all the stats that get improved on the card are really, really nice. Now, I will say that he still feels a little bit more to his characteristics of these dribbling stats than it does with the engine chemistry style. Now, I do think the engine chemistry style helps out dribbling for sure. I feel it all the time. It's either that or the sniper chemistry style. But the thing is that, you know, these as stats, that would be super, super responsive in game, which he isn't, right? It could be his body type as well, because he's a little bit stockish as well. He has that physical presence, which is fantastic, because you can do skill moves with the card and kind of get ahead of the player, because he has the body type as well as the strength and aggression to get ahead of people, which is fantastic. Yeah, so his dribbling a little bit emphasized. Pace increase on the card is great for off-the-ball movement, because he kind of, the way he moves around the pitch is actually quite decent. 94 finishing with the card. Now, again, finishing, as you guys know, doing normal shots are not that relevant. Now, it's going to be more relevant when you get that outside foot shot trade going and that finesse shot trade. You guys can see how crisp and accurate his finesse shots are when it's on his right foot. Not really that relevant on his left foot. On his right foot, though, you're looking at a really, really nice finesse shot trait. The passing being improved was helpful as well. Definitely very noticeable on the card, too. And then, obviously, from the corners, he's the one that sets up on the near post for the 99 jumping and 99 heading accuracy. So, I mean, he feels really, really similar to his characteristics in real life, but he also feels incredibly usable in FIFA, because as base card stats, they gave him 86 agility, 86 balance, as well as 85 dribbling. So all of that with the reactions and ball control and composure being at those stats, all you have to do is give him the right chemistry style, and he becomes incredibly usable in the game. Some players, you know, you can give them those dribbling stat increases, but because certain things are missing, it makes them still a little bit unusable. But I really enjoyed using the card, man. He was a ton of fun. He was playing the lone striker position really nicely for me. I was switching between a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-5-1, and he was nice, man. He was really fun to use. So I'm going to be using this card in the future, for the foreseeable future, and I'm going to see if I can get like Hammers in the team with Hulk and Quaresma. It'd be sick if I could link that up. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.